Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. We're starting in the kitchen this morning because I've actually been out in the garden harvesting rosemary and I've been making rosemary salt. So I want to take care of my rosemary plant this winter and I really feel like I can make her get through it because she's pretty hardy. She'll actually take on temperatures in the kind of high 20s if she has to. She doesn't love it and we don't really get down that low. So I should be able to pull her through the winter. But just in case, I'm making some rosemary salt to kind of have that on hand, and I'm also freezing up some rosemary so that I'll have it just in case. But we're going to work hard to keep her. But I am going to be making in just a few minutes. I'm going to be testing these out. We'll come back in from the garden in just a little while, but I'm going to make the Magnolia Table Joe's Buttermilk Biscuits. I cannot wait. So we're gonna have this for breakfast. I think we're gonna have it with some bacon. So we'll come back in just a little bit and do that. But in the meantime, let's go out to the garden. Oh, and I also wanna try to take Leo and Lily to maybe go to the pumpkin patch that they have and maybe get some pictures with the pumpkins. We've done Santa whenever he's at the Bass Pro Shop. We've just not done pumpkins. So I'm hoping I can make that happen. But in the meantime, let's go to the garden. Hey Leo, can you sit for me? Good boy. So we are hopefully going to get to go take pictures with the pumpkins. So I have a couple of fall scarves. I have pumpkins here. I have an orange. And Lily will need to wear one also. This one is more of a boo. And then this one is a black with Halloween. So I think for Leo, we're going to do the boo. Can I put this on you? Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Let me tie this on. Hold on just a second. Let me tie it. We don't want it too tight. You're so handsome. Look at this. Do you want to go take a picture? Yeah. Go see the pumpkins today? You're so handsome. Look at there. You're so handsome. Which one should we let Miss Lily wear? I think Miss Lily, when she comes out, she might wear this one. Okay, we'll hold this for Miss Lily. Okay, so we don't really have a lot of things we're going to get too dirty for today, so I think we're okay. And we are going to go harvest some okra. So we definitely have some to harvest. Let me actually set you up on the tripod. Look at how handsome my boy looks. Look at how handsome. Oh, you're so cute. All right, let's get some okra. So Miss Lily has joined us and we're gonna put her scarf on. Come here, can I put this on? Yeah, oh, you're so pretty. Be still. I'll tie it on for you. Hold on. Okay, let's see, can I see? Oh, come sit right here, come here. All right, can you sit? Right here, can you sit? Look at that, you are stunning. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, there you go. Before I get started, let's do a little walkthrough of the garden and see how things are looking. First of all, I never even expected this to make it. This was one of those like $4 little bitty plants at Home Depot. I bought this last March and here we are in October, the end of October, and she has just done amazing. So I'm going to come in here today and trim any of the dead leaves off of that and we'll get that done. Okay, so we're not going to go over every plant. I'm just going to do kind of a quick little overview and take a look at everything, but I am going to kind of clean up this Snapdragon. She's having a little bit of an issue, but I think it's just being transplanted in and then doing the snipping, so we just need to take the stress off of her. But everything is looking good in here. Actually, everything is looking really good. The Snapdragons are doing great. Our Swiss chard, so I'm really happy here. I just need to fix her. And then this definitely needs to have a stake put on it to help hold her up, so I'll get that done. Everybody is looking great over here, and the Strawflowers are growing like warp speed. They are growing so fast, so I'm super pleased with that. Look at how pretty those are. They're so delicate and so pretty. This Snapdragon is doing really good. I need to get another one in there today since I broke the other one. What do we got going on? This Snapdragon is doing good. She has bounced back. I thought I might lose her, but she's doing really good. Everybody looks really good tucked inside of there. Super pleased. So today we're going to get these cups done and these cups. So, oh, and we are definitely about to come over here and replace this cabbage. She has just had it. And let's go ahead and take that out. That could be dampening off, but she just doesn't look good. So we'll get that one replaced with this one right here. That's why we plant back up. Also, this Strawflower is doing good. That one is doing okay. We've lost that one and she is still trying. So I'm going to replace that one today as well. That cabbage isn't looking so good. So we might have to look at that one, but everybody else is doing great. And then over here, I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to plant Snapdragons in here. I do think I'm going to do one in the center right there, and then we'll figure something out spacing wise. Let me go get a ruler because we really need to make sure we space those 12 inches apart. So we have a couple field trips to do. I don't 100% know where I'm going to plant all of these, but they are going to be backups should I lose anything. And then I think if I have the extras and everything is doing great, I'm just going to go buy some more brown pots and just put those around because you can always use those. And who doesn't want tons and tons of beautiful flowers? I mean, I'll take it. Look at all of this okra we just harvested. We've got 2 burgundies and all of that heavy hitter. So I'm going to wash it, chop it, and freeze that so that we have it all season. All right, let's go pick out our cabbages that we want to replace over here. So I know that we're going to replace this one, and I'm not going to be so quick to replace that one. I may cut off some of those dead leaves. So this is an old wise tale that a family member told me about, but whenever you have the dampening off issue and you remove the plant, kind of toss the little soil just a little bit and then sprinkle cinnamon on it. Cinnamon has like an antibacterial component to it, and it helps to fight that. So when I'm a little nervous because I've already lost one plant, which there's nothing to be worried about, all of those are doing great. You're going to lose one every now and then because the stem might be weak or it just wasn't a strong enough seedling. But I am going to sprinkle a little cinnamon on this next one. Cinnamon? Yeah. So I'm just spreading the cinnamon right around the base. Just a little, not much at all. And then we'll put our pine straw back. Does that smell good? Does that smell good? Okay, so something just didn't feel right about this one, so I went ahead and pulled it, and she absolutely is having the dampening off issue. As you can see, that's what dampening off is. So I am going to do the same with this one. I'm going to toss up that soil, and I'm going to put a little cinnamon whenever I plant the new one. So let me go get a new one. Okay, since this cup has 2, I really think I can make 2 work right here. So we're going to go ahead and plant both of them. I am one of those people that, you know, I'm not worried about my hands getting dirty, but it does work better when you're able to wear the gloves. But then I have to be so careful because it's hard to feel how gentle you're being whenever you're removing the plants. And as you saw with the zinnia the other day, I hate any time that I hurt my little plant. Okay, there we go. We got these separated now. So I'd rather kind of plant her in there with just my hands. Okay, she's done. Now let's get this one. The one thing about the fall garden that I absolutely love is that there's not a rush. Like, yes, you need to get your brassicas in here because they need to get established before it gets too cold, but there's just not a rush like the spring garden, and I love that. I've been able to come out here every day and do a little at a time and just create it the way that I want to create it. And I absolutely love that. Okay, we are going to go get some Strawflowers and fill in because we've got some to replace. So let me just share again, this is not a requirement. This is just an old wise tale that a family member told me, that whenever you've already lost a plant to dampening off, you fill the spot with cinnamon. So I don't go around doing that on everything. And then we're going to put a little biotone in the hole, and then we will plant the Strawflowers, and I'm going to plant one over there as well. All right, time to try to plant some Snapdragons. I said I was going inside to get a ruler. That didn't happen, which, by the way, this sweet alyssum is doing fantastic. She's got the prettiest little buds, unlike the ones that I lost over there, and they're from the same seed pack. So this one did great, and that one's doing great, but over there, it just didn't quite work out, but that's okay, that happens. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna plant one right here. Here's another one that had 2 seeds in it. So we're going to be very, very gentle. I almost want to take my glove off for this. This was definitely not done intentionally, but sometimes that just happens. But it's been a real win for me because I keep getting to use the plants. All right, we're going to build her up on a little mound. I'll cover her with pine straw in a minute. So that gives us one here. I wonder, I think we can just get one right over there. We're not going to be able to plant those two, so let's put one kind of, not symmetrical, but kind of over there. Okay, this bed is absolutely finished. So I've got one additional Snapdragon there and one right there. They are tucked in, biotone, everything is set. You are finished. Let's come over here. This one is finished. We're just watching those remaining Strawflowers to make sure they can push through. We've got 2 new cabbages, so this one is complete. So the sun is coming out and it's really getting warm, and I don't want to get too hot because I want to go to the pumpkin patch. So we're going to go ahead and plant this zinnia. And then we'll do some more planting tonight. Okay, we're going to add one more zinnia to this one. I don't know where my other glove is. It's here somewhere. I'll find it. But that's okay. I need to be delicate with these anyway. So let's create a little spot. Okay, this is our last one, and then we're going to go to the pumpkin patch, and then we'll come out here tonight and finish this. Let me go get some more soil and top that off. Okay, we are set. So that's all for now, and then we'll come back out tonight. Okay, I am going to go freshen up and clean up and then go to the pumpkin patch and get some pictures there and just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. See you in a little while. Okay, we are going to the pumpkin patch. Lily, hey Lily, are you excited? Okay, I had so much fun taking pictures, and I will share those in just a second, but I'm going to be filling up this pot this evening and putting flowers in it. And then my little pumpkin, I just think that is on my must grow list. White pumpkins will absolutely be something I grow. Okay. Okay, it has been such a nice afternoon. We are doing items inside of the house and getting things accomplished inside, which is great to check those things off the list. But I'm going to come take a look and go ahead and water everybody. So let me go get the water hose and we'll get started because it's nice and cool now. So I've decided to move her. I think I kind of like her right there, kind of leaning up against the one pot. And then whenever I get this one filled up here, in just I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll probably kind of sit that one there. I'll arrange that once I get it potted and a plant in it, but I do like this better. What is that, Leo? That is very interesting, isn't it, my love? Oh, my glasses. He doesn't like when you pet him when you've got something in your hands because he's like, what are you putting on my head? Okay, let's get back to watering. Another quick progress report is all of these on the front row right here are all brand new sweet alyssums and they're doing fantastic. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, but these are doing great. We have a couple of strawflowers we're going to get planted right here. So let's go ahead. Now this is one of those times that these seeds were so small that because those are just so close together, I'm going to go ahead and plant them and see which one really starts to take off, and then I may have to trim one. But right now I'm not going to sit there and separate them. I was going to share one thing with you. Sometimes I can start to beat myself up over the fact that I lost 2 cabbages, and I'm like, oh, you lost 2 cabbages, the hardening off, you know, could you have done this, could you have done that? And then I have to remind myself, you lost 2 cabbages, but you have all of this and all of this, and you're growing all of that and all of that and all of this and all of this. And last season, let me tell you, and I remind myself that last season I grew enough to not only feed Eddie and I, but I gave to my parents, my father-in-law, all 3 of my neighbors, my co-workers, Eddie's co-workers. So you've got this, and that's what I'm sharing with you, is don't feel like you can't do it because you've lost 1 plant. You know what? Some things just don't make it, but all the things that did, and the way that I was able to bless so many people with vegetables last season, I know we'll do the same this season. And we're incorporating flowers, so that'll definitely put a smile on somebody's face. So yes, I lost 2 cabbages. It's gonna happen. Let it go. You've replaced it with more cabbages that you grew. So I just had to remind myself of that. So in case you needed a little pick-me-up, there you go. We can do this. Okay, well, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so glad I got to share the day with you. It was nice to get away and go to the pumpkin patch with my 2 doodles. They loved it, and I think we got some really cute pictures and just spending time in the garden. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.